Alright, today I am going to attempt to be condensing all of my yarn stash. I am still living at home with my parents, so I don't have a whole lot of space in here. It's just essentially this wall. I'm hoping that one day when I move out, hopefully soon, I'll have a lot more space. But essentially, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff just in bags that I've accumulated since I essentially started crocheting. Some of these fibers I use, some of them I don't. So I want to make two separate piles. Ones I'm going to be keeping, and then ones I'm going to be donating / giving away to friends or family. And then I also want to organize them by color and then also by fiber, because I think that'll be really helpful so I know what I have, so I'm not having to go out and buy more yarn. And I'm trying really hard to use my stock that I already have and work through that before I start buying new yarns, even if it's colors that I wouldn't typically use. I just want to like save money, and then also it just feels very wasteful. Like I already have them, why wouldn't I use them? So I want to start doing that. But first I need to see what I have, and some of these probably have like half finished projects, so I want to decide if I'm going to frog them or keep them and you reuse the yarn for something else, or if I'm going to take it apart and just not ever touch it again, essentially. But that's what I'm doing for today's video. I got this idea because Erin, I think you say her name last name is Rico. I don't know if that's like correct, but I watch all of her YouTube videos. I love her. And she did this, she's moving, and so she did this video. By the time you guys watch this, she's probably already moved. But she did something very similar, and it was very motivational. So I want to try and do it, but that's what I have for today's video. Okay, this is my whole like yarn setup situation against this wall. It looks like a reasonable amount of space, but there's not. This wall is really, there's not a lot of space in this bedroom. So this is the amount of space that I have to work with. So I'm trying to condense this as much as I can and get rid of whatever I haven't touched essentially since I started crocheting, and then organize it by color and then also by fiber. Okay, hopefully you guys can see me and the yarn stash pretty well. I guess I'll start with this bag. You guys can see my progress. Okay, these ones are newer, so I kind of already know what's in them, but I want to try and stuff using the hobby bags. But this I can throw away. So this in here will be like my garbage bag. And then let's see. I probably feel like it's gonna be a lot of just like the paper that gets wrapped around like the branding for these different things, like different yarns. This bag I'm actually gonna keep just because it's got a ton of different fibers for a sponsored project that I'm working on, and I want to make sure it's all compiled since I just started that project. Then once I'm done with that project, I'll add it to this whole situation back here, except it'll be hopefully a lot more organized. So this one I'm just going to throw to the side. And then these ones are going to be all over the place. I have a lot of these sugar and cream ones from a different project that I was working on. So I'm going to set those all aside. Let's see. I almost feel like I should face the camera down. Maybe what I'll do, because I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing, and I don't think you guys will be able to see the floor, just like me and like this. So I'm going to put all of my yarns out. I'm going to like pretty much just dump everything out on the floor, and then I'll show you guys what I have once it's all laid out, and you guys can help me like organize essentially, if that makes sense. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, this is the aftermath of everything that was up there. I still need to do that giant one. This is all completed projects, so I'm going to go through those and put those where they actually belong, / give them to people when I meant to give them to them. And this guy over here is actually already organized. Here, show you. So this guy is a blanket that was one of my first crochet projects, and I honestly just need to finish it, and I want to finish it because it's for someone, it's a gift. But I've got essentially just the rest of this yarn and then a random umbrella because I didn't know where to put it, and then the part that I finished on top of it. So I'm going to leave that there. And then my goal is by December to have this guy finished, which shouldn't be hard because it's bulky yarn. And then I'm going to put all of these where they belong. And then my last thing to really go through is this. And then I need to condense all of this situation. But I need to organize this and essentially condense it and put it away nice and organized where it belongs. This is the last and biggest bag that I have. So I'm very close yet very far because I need to empty this out, clean it out, and then reorganize all of this. But I will say it's looking pretty good so far, so I'm not mad about it. But a little bit nervous because I don't know what's in this guy. And then my mom just walked in and I was like, look how organized it's gonna be. And I was like showing her, like really proud. And she said that she thinks I should throw everything in a garbage bag and just put it like back where I found it. So that was nice. But I'm gonna go through this. Like, it's not terrible. And enjoy the time lapse. Hello, I wanted to do a quick update. I finally finished going through all my bags and everything. I went through that big one. Now I have everything laid out on the floor. I will go ahead and show you guys right now. Okay, so this is my front door, but when you walk through, I have this large thing of scraps and just miscellaneous stuff. Like, I don't even know what half this stuff is. I think it was just like a lot of like testing different stitches and that kind of stuff. And then miscellaneous scraps. So I'm gonna go through that, see what I can use either as stuffing for plushies or what I need to just like, what are small enough scraps that I can just throw away. Like, there's tons of like, just like these types of things, whatnot. So I'm gonna go through all of that. I have the trash from the hobby bags and then also little papers from around the skeins. This is my pile so far of stuff that I'm going to give away, minus that guy. But all of this will be donated or given to friends, family, that kind of stuff. And then I have a whole bag of acrylic gray yarn, my knitting machine. I have this giant pile right here of stuff, like unfinished projects that I need to decide if I want to frog them or I'm gonna continue making them. And then I have all of these guys down here. But I have, these are like my nicer like wool / alpaca yarns right here. And then I have a whole bunch of, these are all sugar, like Lily Sugar and Creams. All of these ones through here. These ones I love making bags with these ones, so that these ones I'm definitely all keeping. My one Norl yarn, which I've had for almost a year now, and it's so expensive that I haven't gotten myself to use it and I don't know what to make it with it, and I only have this one like skein of it and I absolutely adore it, but I don't know what to make. So if you guys have any ideas of what I can make with one skein of this, let me know. And then same thing with this one. I love this one. I got this one in January and it's the prettiest yarn. I don't know if you can tell how soft it is, but it's absolutely stunning. I love it, but again, I don't know what to make with it. And then got this blue one. I have only one thing of like plushie yarn. I don't really use plushie yarn. I don't really enjoy working with it, but I do have that one skein and I'm gonna hang on to it for now because I think I might try and make like an October like bat with it or something like a spooky Halloween decoration of some sort. And then down here I just have some of these like thinner ones. These are like the loops and threads yarn. I like knitting with these ones on the Centro knitting machine, so I will be keeping those. And then more like alpaca yarns, these ones. I like them, I just don't know yet what I'm going to use for them. Same thing with these thinner ones. This is like a thinner like sock material yarn, but I am going to hang on to them. But I feel like in a couple months, if I don't use them by the new year, then I'm going to add these to my like get rid of / donate / like that type of pile. And then these guys, I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet, but I do have a plan for these, and I think if I run out of these ones, these would work good together, so I am going to hang on to these ones for now. And then this is more like really small pieces of scrap yarn in this that I'm going to use for plushies. And then this is just the random assortment of stuff that I found in the same like bags and stuff where I had my yarn. So I have like a little itty bitty baby bit of like some plushy stuffing. And then I have crochet hooks, different like crochet supplies, that kind of stuff, some knitting needles. I have more knitting needles right here. Like this whole wad is all knitting needles. And then I have my little yarn bowl. And then this is just kind of like my junk pile, if you will. There's some like sewing thread. And then I have these little appliques to put on stuff. And then some beads, just random stuff like that. And I think I'm going to keep it like this because I have another bowl too. So I think one's just nice to kind of try and accumulate all of my junk pile. I have some bigger appliques. This is more scraps and has hooks and stuff, and I need to go through that and organize it. Same thing with this. My portable charger that I lost forever ago, so I ended up buying a new one. But that one sucks, so I can use this one again, which is nice. I just found this. I was looking for it months ago, and I was like, why can't I find it? It was in the bottom of one of those bags. And then my hot glue gun. Love this. Use it all the time. And then I have threads, and then I have all of these different like accessories that you can add to bags that I got for Christmas. But there's buttons, and then there's these little handmade tags, which are really cute, and I want to start adding to my projects. Let's see, I have little like scrap fabric for lining bags. This isn't enough for a bag, but I don't know what I'll make with it, but I am gonna hold on to it. And then my fabric scissors down here. And then going this way, I have more acrylic yarns and like cotton combinations, if you will. So here's all these ones. I'm just gonna pan over it. It's not like anything too exciting. And then this one has more yarn in it and a whole nother project, but I've been working on that project, so I'm gonna keep everything in that bag. So that way it's just all in one place since I haven't finished that project yet. And then I'll take those yarns out, what I have left over, and add them into their designated destination, I guess you could say. I think the weirdest unexpected thing that I found doing this whole cleaning situation was these candy cane Pop Rocks. I'm scared to try them. I've had them since Christmas. If you guys have tried these, let me know. These look and sound disgusting to me, and I can't get myself to eat them. So I'm scared. But I'm gonna throw this back over there, and then I'll put them probably in the kitchen later. My brother will probably eat them. But now I am going to try and organize this a little bit better. I think I'm gonna put all of my acrylics together, all the sugar and creams are gonna go together, and then all of like my nicer wool and alpaca are gonna go together in a different bag. But I will be back. Okay, I think I've decided what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna put all of my unfinished projects in this guy, stuff that I need to take apart, that type of situation, frog / finish, because those are taking up quite a bit of room, and this is a bigger bag. So I'm gonna put those in the bottom, and then I did write all of them down so that I know what's in there. So that way, like if I'm like, oh, I don't have an idea for a project, or I'm looking for something to make but I don't know what I want to make, I can go on that list and look and choose one of the projects that needs to be finished and do one of those. I do want to like, look how cute this is though. And some of the like unfinished projects are ones that just hold memories for me that like they're not gonna get finished, but I was like learning something or something along those lines. Like this one, for example, this one I was trying to make a blanket, and this was my first ever crochet project back when I was like 10. But it's just like this big. It's not very big at all. But, and I used like I probably used like a 9 or 10 centimeter hook. Sorry, millimeter hook. But it's kind of cute. Like it's not terrible. But again, I'm never gonna finish it. But it is cute, and I like looking back at it and seeing the progress that I've made, because I think that's fun. So I will be keeping this. But that's the type of stuff that is gonna go in this guy. Anyway, I will be back. Alright, you guys, this is the after. I don't know if you guys remember what it looked like before, but I think it looks a whole lot better. It doesn't have the bags piled up. So first off, we have, this pretty much stayed entirely the same. I just have that blanket project and all the yarn for the blanket project in this bin. And then I put my knitting machine on top because I don't have another storage place to put it. So it's convenient right there. So I figured, why not? This one is this has all my knitting needles in it. And then this is like my storage random junk bowl essentially. So it just has like some like little accessories for bags and whatnot in there. And then in this guy, I have my sock yarns in this side. And then all of this is my sugar and cream storage, and it's double layered. So I have the colors I'm going to be using soon on the top, and then all of my backup colors and whatnot that I'm not using at the moment towards the bottom. So you just can kind of like dig through here, and you'll see that I have like layer on layer of the sugar and cream yarn. And then in this one, I went ahead and I put all my extra crochet hooks and needles, different like bigger appliques and whatnot in here. And then I have my ribbon storage here, down here. And then I have all my handmade tags and buttons and stuff in here. And then, I don't know why my finger's bleeding. Oop, don't look at that. And then in this bag, I put in my acrylic yarns. And then I love the way that these bags work, but I have no idea where you would get them from. I was lucky enough to get these from a friend. She crochets a lot and she had tons of yarn that she didn't want. And I also got this giant bag from her as well. And she is the sweetest thing, literally an angel. And over a year ago, she gave me this giant bag, and it had like these bags, and these were all filled with yarn. A lot of it I've used since, and I'm so grateful that she did that. But now I have these and I can reuse them, and they're so nice. And these keep all the yarn so clean. I feel like you could totally like find these on Amazon. I think they're honestly, I don't know if they're designed for crafting, but I feel like they're just like clothing bags, but they work fantastic, and they keep everything kind of like vacuum sealed in a way and just save a lot of space. And I have another one of those bags in this bag. So on the bottom layer, like down here, I have all of my like unfinished whips in here and that kind of stuff. And then I have that plushy yarn just right here. And then on top in a separate bag, I have all my wool and then alpaca type stuff in here. And then I have this small little thing of like plushy stuffing. And then down here, I just have like a bigger stock of that gray yarn that you guys had seen. And then, actually I forget what I put in here already. Oh, this is my more expensive yarn. So this is the Noro yarn, and then that really pretty purple one, and just things like that, just to keep them. I wanted to make sure that they were like double sealed. I didn't want to just put them out because I don't want to get dirty or ruined or anyway. So I put this in a Michaels bag, and then I'm going to close this and zip it up, and all of that stuff will be in here. But that's it. Like, I really feel like I didn't have as much yarn as it looked like at the beginning of the video, just because there were so many bags piled on top of each other. But I'm happy with this. I feel like it looks very nice for what it is. So I'm very happy with it. You guys, I did it. It took me only 2 hours, which is not nearly as hard as I thought it would be. I have little pieces of yarn like this all over my floor, so I will need to take care of that situation as I throw it back on the floor. But this whole bag is the bag that I'm donating / giving away to friends and family. So I'll take care of that this week. And then this project is the one I'm still working on, so it's still in the bag. And then I'm going to add it to the various piles that it belongs in. And then I'm going to go ahead and actually carry the phone around so I can give you guys a full tour of everything and how I organized it. But it looks pretty good. I'm excited. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you are a crafter of any sort, hopefully this encourages you to go through like your craft storage and look through it and decide what you want, what you don't. I think it's very refreshing to not have bags piled on bags on piles of bags, and actually be able to know what I have for once, and not like, I think I'll be saving money by doing this, which is really nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys want more in the future, make sure you subscribe, and also go follow me on Instagram to see what I create on there, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.